This is.
Okay, just tested it.
Today we're playing the Stanley Parable. Okay, this is a game that's really, really interesting. Okay, see, it even tells you.
So
it's so nice.
What is So,
it's better to go in blind.
He knows what this game is. I don't. So that whatever action I get is genuine.
Do you want to play?
No.
No, trust me. No, trust me. It's better if you just do it.
Okay.
It's like you can do anything in this game. It's not actually anything, but like here, begin game. But I'm just saying, try to do the dumbest shit.
End is never the end.
Is never the end. Is never the
loading end. The end is loading. Oh.
The end is loading, never the end?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-bending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. I want to press the buttons. Because I like that.
Close the door then.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
What if he had to make a decision?
He wasn't trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed. Days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What did I do?
You got one of the endings. I didn't even know that was an ending.
This music scares me.
That was the ending.
That was the ending?
That's one of them.
Oh my god.
Go for it.
But, I'm scared.
It's not a horror game, trust me.
My door.
You shouldn't be scared. It's just the music. Overlay with happy, My Little Pony.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What is...
Yeah, I will say, it is a pretty unsettling experience. But
if I have nightmares tonight...
No, trust me. Wait, see if you can mess with the computers. I think you can't... Oh yeah, with the ones that are on, I think you can turn them off. What's that? Awaiting input. Damn chair.
Where's
I
the...
wonder if that door opens. The meeting room? I think you have to follow the open doors.
Have you played this game before?
No. Again, I only saw a video like 3 years ago. It's a very... But it's a game that doesn't really leave your mind. It's a very, like...
Leaving the doors open if I gotta run. You never know if some black monster thing is gonna come out.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
You wanna enter the door on the left?
I don't... Do I want to?
Just choose. Which one do you enter? He said the left. But
I
did
wanna...
you enter the door on the left? Just choose the door, I'm really...
I don't... He enters the door on the left. Should I follow the script? What if he gets angry? I want to make him angry.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes. Oh, so blue.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay. I guess so.
Yes, really, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Just like, no.
Nope.
Okay.
It looks scary. That looks more terrifying. What the hell is that?
Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Honestly, though, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop.
You're lying right now, stop.
Yeah,
I'm not lying.
just stop. What if I just, like, went home? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death.
I don't think we're jumping off the cargo lift. Wait a second. You're getting fined for committing suicide? That's the cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Don't jump off, Armin. Don't jump off. Don't jump off.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
Do
is
it.
that the story has been about nothing but you. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yay! I died!
Before we do anything, I believe I got a game. I got one for you.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry?
Turn off the computers. Oh no. Alright, mate, I'm yawning.
That scares me! You said this was no horror game.
It's not a horror game.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, hey, that turned off. Oh,
It's over here now.
that's weird.
Oh, for every time we,
What would that do on the 5th time then? I guess check every... I guess we check everything.
Stanley was being followed.
I was told he wasn't.
It was only a matter of time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I believe it's somewhere over here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Don't get fired.
Stanley
Don't
decided
get
to
fired.
go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Watch this.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if I...
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Just stay.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh.
Why did he say
Are
so?
you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like this broom. Look at it.
It's a nice broom. It really is.
It's so nice. It looks nicer than
You
mine.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I did it because
I
you're
never would
British.
have thought to mention it.
Just the broom
Maybe
closet.
to you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I do too.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. And all with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck?
It's getting red now.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
What is this ending?
Basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
You're looking bored, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm bored, but if I'm being followed by somebody...
Okay, open the broom closet. Wait, open it. Go out.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
What's the broom closet ending?
Try it again. Go back out and go back in. I really don't know how. I think if you go down through that door, it's gonna close at the stairs. So just. Is there no ending? Is it just this?
I don't think there's a broom closet ending.
I thought there was.
I'd say look it up, but like... We could come back to it. That'll be
I don't think we can. Wait, see if you can close
I mean,
that
like
door.
at the end.
If you can close that door.
I can't.
Okay, meaning it's gonna shut behind you if you go through. Meaning we can't go back to the broom closet. Wait, do you want?
Coming to
No,
the staircase,
no, no.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's downstairs?
Great question. Do you want to obey? Or do you not want? What do you?
I want to obey.
This was the broom closet. Okay. While getting chased.
What do you put us over here? I just want to leave. I'm good at all out red. I'm just gonna go upstairs and get chased by someone that's better than being murdered.
Hey, look, it all got red. Executive bathroom. Wait, see if you can open it.
Is he in the bathroom? Nah.
See if you can still type. Yeah.
Yeah. He just has a keyboard with him.
Look at it. It's a computer. No. Lots off.
Strange,
Fuck
eh?
up the phones.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Don't do that.
But like...
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yo, so I'm about to get murdered. I need a weapon.
About to go Destiny 2 on their ass. Mortal
Destiny 2
Kombat.
on their ass. If I had a weapon with me, I'd be happy. I'd happily go down.
About to Mortal Kombat these fuckers. I don't understand how anyone can step into an elevator like that.
I made a mistake!
My god. An immediate regret.
Press the button! This is why you don't press buttons. I don't like that. I'm going to man.
My broom closet.
I'm confused. Why is it all loading now? It's all loading.
Oh, this is probably loading.
To the building, Stanley realized
So because
he
it's
felt
not
a
the
bit
end.
peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Like that's telling you that
This
you're free
question
thinking
would
more, even though
go
you're just following
unanswered
these
for
rules.
long.
Hello? Oh, it's just a light. Hello, light.
I feel a pit in my stomach.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Hey, look, there's a little edge.
Can I just go that way? But the fact that it says escape is really edgy or sketchy. What if I went that way?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Alright. This is where I'm dying. Right here. I'd rather die with mind control.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I would like to know. But I want to go down that hallway that says escape, because I kind of want to see.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
472, I
building,
believe.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Had Stanley really been under someone's control
Fired?
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Fired. Am I about to...
Are you about to be fired?
I think I'm about to be fired.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What do I do? Go down here? Up here? What am I doing?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place.
It didn't even let him finish talking.
Could have turned it on. You could have taken control.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Easy.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone...
Was the scariest things is empty nature.
I think the scariest thing so far was plummeting death and someone was following me.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
I would love to see that he just keeps going, the music slowly files off, and then I turn around, come back in, he's like, but alas, Stanley could not let it go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Take me back to the office!
Beat the game. Yeah, sure.
So,
Wouldn't get a
like,
broom closet. Let's go look for the computer. The input digits. But yeah, what the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, it didn't say this last time either. It said that you were being followed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, computer
What
with the
the
inputs.
hell?
I believe it's a different one each time.
Yeah.
What? It's not here.
Probably in a different location.
I guess. Can you open those doors?
No, I can't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, what if you go to the one? I think I like the broom closet. The broom closet was nice.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please.
Not dying?
Okay, we'll come back to this then, because he seemed to like... Just stay?
I think we stay, because this time he got...
Because
he remembered last time.
He
so
remembered
this is
last
weird.
time.
So it's probably the same storyline. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, what could it... Do you think there's an actual pattern we have to follow? Like...
Aha!
So it's following the main story, that's where these computers would be. I'm assuming. Okay, we got 3 in.
Alright. And then let's just go plummet to our death then.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
2584?
to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud
2584.
to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Wait. That's the cover. That was the cover of the game.
Huh.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What if we just walk through that?
That'd be funny. Without even letting the narrator talk.
That's actually kind of funny.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Awaiting input.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley,
It's called mind control.
I help Lord your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Can I turn it
Or
off?
until detonation then?
Actually, no.
Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't
the
it,
computers.
Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so
There's one that
little
says
time
one.
left to enjoy
Kind of
it.
funny.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
See if that works.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Okay, maybe there's a
What's that?
blue button.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right.
Blue buttons all around. One of them's got to say one.
Anyway, I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course,
There's
that
one-
was
there's
merely
one.
in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Oh, it's looking for green.
So, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you
There's a
try
couple
and
green
make
buttons
sense
back
of
there.
everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
I actually don't know what to do.
To see it go. And I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
I just want to die.
This so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
Sweet.
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't
Oh,
grow.
big red button.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything,
Now it's looking
something
pretty.
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place
And
is?
then there's a 5 down there.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
So that did nothing.
Let's look for a big red button. They're on the monitors.
This is not a challenge.
We saw that big red button somewhere.
You wanted to
There it is.
control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
What the hell is this?
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you
Goodbye,
let
employee
go?
I can't
427.
see
The monitors say goodbye, employee 427.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Oh my god.
What's this
I will
machine?
be with every second of your inevitable life.
Maybe you can turn that off.
Fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
What in the world?
Hedgehog thinks this is shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Alright. Ah! He burned it off! No! My broom closet!
My only safety. Just stay next to it. See if it. What are we doing?
I don't know, this is weird.
Just continue.
Alright.
What if these doors open now? Oh!
Panda? Why is there a gun on the panda's head?
Wait, go forward. These didn't open before. They didn't.
No, they didn't. What is that? Where are we going?
Somewhere.
Up? Down? Why down? That's scary.
I just pressed it. Maybe we should go up.
It just went back up. The music! Oh my god, the music! It doesn't do anything, it's just an elevator!
Is going down to anything?
Let's see.
Because you pressed.
I pressed up again,
Yeah.
so let's press down. Then we can wait. And then we'll press the down button if it doesn't do anything.
Okay, try it now. Go down.
It doesn't do anything. You suck. Okay.
Wait, what was that? Check the bathroom opens now.
Oh, yeah.
What's that open? Because the boss knows the
That what the boss says goes. If the boss's stuff,
suffered losses, then
so
that's what the boss chose.
Interesting. Not scary at all.
Check the toilet.
I just got citrus in there. Look at this extreme bathrooms.
Extreme bathroom.
So extreme. Toilet paper. I can use this for it. No!
COVID.
COVID-19!
Everything's got something to it.
I'm pretty sure if we press the button again, he's gonna be like, are you serious?
Again.
He's gonna be angry.
It seems none of these are on our floor.
None of them were on our floor. Found it!
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. No,
Can't believe
it
you
didn't
missed
advance
that.
the story in any way.